Hi there, welcome to my channel. This is Mdea J and this is another festive glam makeup tutorial. So if you're interested in how I achieve this look, definitely keep on watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and turning on your notification bell so you know when next I release a video. And first things first, I'm starting off with my brows and I'm using the Ofra Don't Play Brow Gel. This is definitely one of my favorite brow products, if not my favorite for 2021. I've said this in a few videos, but I really do enjoy this product. The eyeshadow today that we're going to use is the Eunique Fashion Festive this season. I love their play on words, and this is a pressed pigment palette. So the first look was the warm autumns, but now we're using this one, which kind of celebrates Christmas in all of its glory. So I'm going to be using a few shades from this palette. I'm also going to be using the Beautybay in collaboration with Disney in color, so the Jungle Book one, but we'll get onto that in a second. First off, I'm priming and I'm using the Plouise base in Rumour number 2. This is quite a light base, and because I'm going to be playing with greens and I really don't like it when greens change color because of the base, so I tend to keep it as neutral as possible. Going in with this first shade, which is green, and it's such a beautiful, almost like an emerald green color, but a darker emerald. I wouldn't call it a forest green. I feel like it has a little bit more punch than a forest green. So I'm applying that all over the outer corner of my eye, just making sure that I saturate the color. And now we're going into the Jungle Book eyeshadow palette from Beautybay. I'm going to be using a few shades from this palette. I love how pastel it is. It is a full matte eyeshadow palette, so really good accompanying palette in my opinion. Starting off with this light green shade, I'm just using it to blend out the edges of the dark green that I initially placed in my outer corner. If you notice, I'm keeping it towards the outer corner as much as possible and just being careful with how I blend. To further soften that, I'm going in with the lime green color. This gets a little bit towards yellow, but I'd say it's the lime green. And I'm using that to further blend and make sure that the blend is seamless, is diffused, very soft. I don't really like hard edges. I really do enjoy this eyeshadow palette because we know Beauty Bay does really pigmented shadows, but I actually do feel like these mattes perform exceptionally well and are very easy to use. Maybe because they come in a small packaging, who knows, but really to me they're so effortless to use. Once that's done, I'm just going to go back and deepen any color that I've missed or I've lost because of the blend. And then I'm going in with this shade and I'm packing that all over the lid. This is more of like a white, a creamy white shade for me. And if you like matte looks, you can add a little base and then add the white, and you know, Bob's your uncle, that's all you've got to do. But for me, I like a little bit of shimmer, so I'm going in with the NYX Glitter Glue. I've said this several times, this glitter adhesive from NYX is really good with foiled shadows, with glitters, pressed pigments, anything that you've got, definitely give it a go. And then I'm going back in to the same Eunique palette and I'm using this foiled shadow. It's very difficult for it to pick up on camera in terms of how iridescent it is, but depending on the light, you could get white, you could get green, you could get a little bit of blue. So I really love how foiled it is and I love how it transforms depending on the light. This was my poor attempt at capturing how beautiful and iridescent it is, but trust and believe that in person it's very, very stunning. So I really love the way it came out, really brightened up my eyes. Now moving on to the face, I'm using the Laura Mercier Primer. All the products that I'm using will be listed in the description box as per usual. I do have affiliate links, so if you do consider purchasing these products, I would appreciate it if you use those affiliate links. Like, it does take me a hot minute to do those, so please use them if you do like these products. Revolution Glow Foundation is my foundation of choice, and I don't know what to tell you guys. I feel like almost all my foundations, with the exception of the Pat McGrath that I used recently, almost don't match me anymore, because normally at this time of the year I'm hella light, but I guess I guess not this year. But anyway, these are products that I really want to use. So obviously I'm gonna finesse it because that's what we do. So that's fully applied. You can tell that I'm not really happy with the coverage or with the color, but we move. And concealer of choice is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer in 5W. This is definitely one of my favorites this year. Laura Mercier really blew me out of the water with their base products because I got to try a lot of them this year, and I'm really impressed with how well they work and how well they perform on my skin. I've only ever loved and used the translucent powder, but really, honestly, their base products are fantastic as well. So I'm gonna set it with the translucent powder because it's one of my favorites. I love using this, but I'm using this with a brush because I really don't want that overly bright effect. I want to keep all the brightness on my eyes and just make sure that the attention is there. So I'm using this brush from Joy Adenuga. Definitely check her out. She's a black owned makeup artist who has her own beauty business at the moment. And she sells makeup brushes. She sells highlighters and stuff like that. Definitely check her out. It will be linked. Her brushes are fantastic. Obviously, as a makeup artist, she knows what she's doing. So definitely check it out. And I'm just applying the same products that I applied to my outer corner. I'm going to use it to blend out my lower lash line. I pretty much skipped this step because it's just a repetition of the top. But I did pop my Revlon eye pencil in my waterline, and I'm going to do the same for the lash line. And then face powder is obviously the Revolution Pro CC powder. This is my go-to. I need to get myself a few backups during this Black Friday sale because obviously, I go through them quickly because they're fantastic powders and I pretty much use it every day. Bronzer of choice is the Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami. As I've said, I love this bronzer, so sorry not sorry, you're gonna see it in quite a number of videos because for cool tone looks I love using warm bronzers if anything, and because I feel like it balances out really well. When I do wear warm tone looks, sometimes I feel like I look a little bit red, but when it's a cool tone look, for me it just somehow balances out a lot more. And then to further chisel out my cheekbones, I'm going to use the Benefit Hoola Bronzer in Toasted. This thing has seen the light of day. I've used it so many times. Like, look at that pan. And I have a backup because I absolutely love this bronzer. It is definitely going to be in my top 5 bronzers. I know it didn't come out this year, but it's still one of my favorites for sure. I'm just using it to deepen around my face and just chisel out my face a little bit more, just to give me a bit more definition, because I don't think I really want to go in and contour and everything. I kind of just want to give myself some definition. Going back to the brows, I'm using the Revolution Pro pencil just to deepen my brows a little bit because again the drama's on the eyes, so kind of wanted to do that. And now I'm applying my pencil to my lash line. I'm not going to be wearing any lashes in this particular look because did I wear lashes? Do you know what? I can't even remember if I don't think I wore lashes, but we're gonna see. Blush of choice is from Lottie London in Red Hot. I love this blush. It's a beautiful ombre blush. A little bit goes a long way, trust and believe. So you don't want to go heavy-handed with this one. Highlighter of choice today is from Ofra in Blissful. She's a stunner. Like, honestly, this is one of my favorites from Ofra because it's so blinding. It looks like a glazed donut. I absolutely love it. It just pops and it really matches the lid color on my eyes. So yeah, I love it. And then lip pencil is my pathetic short pencil from MUA. I love this pencil so much that there's only an itty bitty left of it. But I'm going to use it anyway. I don't care. And it's in shade Obsession. My liquid lipstick of choice is from Ofra in shade Revive. And that gave me a nice blended you know, nude look, nude moment, but I wanted some shine, so I'm adding the Pat McGrath Bronze Astral Vinyl Lip Gloss, applying that with a lip brush just to give me a little bit more control with the application. And then I'm going to set my face with the Barry M All Night Long Makeup Setting Spray. I said it before, this setting spray is like the drugstore version of the Urban Decay, so you need to try it out. Yeah, I didn't wear lashes. I knew I didn't wear lashes, but anyway, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and turn on your notification bell. And remember, God doesn't like ugly. Be nice to someone today, and Black Lives will always matter. And I'll catch you in a future video. Thank you and God bless.